Today, we shall discuss the functions and importance of money market. Let us study in detail. A well-developed money market is very significant for a modern economy. It has an important role to play in the process of industrialization of a country. See, this in the present day scenario, a money market, it can very definitely affect the industrialization of a country. It can play an impetus and a direct role to take it to bigger heights. We will discuss point wise now. First is money market helps in financing trade. See, money market plays a very important role in financing internal trade as well as international trade. How does it happen? Commercial finance is made available to the traders through bills of exchange, which are discounted by the bill market. Actually, what happens is, if the traders, they don't have immediate cash, so they are able to sell but through bills of exchange, and now that bills of exchange, they will be discounted by the bill market. This is how the credit is being created for them, and it helps in mobilizing more and more trade. And the acceptances houses and discount markets help in financing foreign trade. And in international trade also, these acceptance houses and discount markets, they play an impetus for the international trade. So internal trade also is being boosted up, and also the foreign trade, that is also being boosted up by the money market. Second point is, money market helps to finance industry. How does it happen? First point, money market helps the industries in securing short-term loans to meet their working capital requirements through the system of finance, bill and commercial papers. Now the industries and the factories, while they run, they need short-term loans, right? Not for big infrastructure. That loan is required to meet their working capital immediate requirements. So that is financed through these finance bills and commercial papers. Secondly, industries, they also need long-term loans, which are provided by the capital market. But the capital market depends upon the conditions of money market. So for the long-term loans, money market plays an indirect role, because directly the capital market has to come into effect when we talk of the long-term loans. But the capital market, it rests on the condition of money market. See, short-term interest rates of money market influence long-term interest rates of the capital market. So this capital market is influenced by our money market. Hence, money market indirectly helps the industries through its link with the capital market. This is how money market helps in financing the industry. Third point, profitable investment. See, money market helps commercial banks to use their excess reserves in a profitable investment. How does it happen? So we people go in commercial banks and deposit our excess money, and commercial banks take that money. Now it is due to money market that these commercial banks, they make a profit on these excess reserves. In the money market, excess reserves of commercial banks are invested in near money assets. Near money assets means high liquidity assets. For example, short-term bills of exchange. These are highly liquid and can be easily converted into cash. Hence, commercial banks earn profit without losing liquidity. See, if commercial banks keep people's money as money, okay, currency as currency, they will not be able to make profit out of that money. Once the commercial banks, they invest in short-term bills of exchange, so commercial banks help that money, they reap profit out of the excess money which people had deposited. At the same time, on investing in the short-term bills of exchange, commercial banks have another benefit, that these bills of exchange, they are highly liquid. So as and when they need money, they can be immediately converted. So na to unka wo block hua paisa, they have not blocked the money in the long-term asset, okay, and they have made profit also. So this is a dual system working, that commercial banks, they make money because they invest the excess cash in short-term bills of exchange, and on investing in short-term bills of exchange also they maintain the liquidity. So 2 points, profit plus maintaining the liquidity. This is how money market helps commercial banks to make a profitable investment. Fourth point, self-sufficiency of commercial banks. A developed money market helps commercial banks to become self-sufficient. They don't have to move here and there for funds. See, at the time of emergency, when the commercial banks have scarcity of funds, if it is emergency all around and you need funds, commercial banks also need funds, they need not approach RBI to borrow at a higher interest rate. Okay, instead they can meet their requirements by recalling their old short-run loans from the money market. So at times of emergency or a critical situation arises, otherwise commercial banks, they have to approach RBI, and commercial banks have to pay higher rate of interest because they are taking money from RBI. But due to money market, they can easily they can convert their short-term loans back into cash, and they become self-sufficient. Who becomes self-sufficient? Commercial banks. It is due to the money market that they become self-sufficient. Commercial banks, they need not run to RBI to borrow money, because they have the money market short loans. They can be easily converted into cash in terms of emergency. Fifth point, money market also helps central bank. How does it help? There are two ways. The short-run interest rates of the money market serves as an indicator of the monetary and banking conditions in the country, and hence guides the central bank to adopt an appropriate banking policy. So RBI keeps on monitoring, keeps on viewing the situations of the money market, and this is how money market helps the central bank to make an appropriate banking policy. The sensitive and integrated money market helps the central bank to secure quick and widespread influence on the sub-markets, and thus achieve effective implementation of its policy. So in the first point, I'm saying that money market helps the central bank to make a good banking policy, because the interest rates of this monetary money market helps RBI to find clues to make a better policy. And now again, the money market helps to secure widespread influence on the sub-market. Central bank is able to maintain the dominance on the sub-market, and therefore it is able to effectively implement its policy. So money market helps the central bank as well. Sixth point, developed money market also helps the government. Again, there are two ways. Money market enables the government to borrow short-term funds through treasury bills at very low interest rates. Other ways of raising funds like deficit financing or borrowing from the central bank, they are quite inflationary. So how do we connect it? We connect it that if government needs funds, it borrows these short-term funds through treasury bills, and what is the convenience to the government? It is at a very low interest rate. If at all it doesn't go for money market, and if it goes for deficit financing or borrowing from the central bank, then the inflation crisis arises. So money market helps the government to avoid this inflationary situation. Secondly, it helps the government in floating long-term loans, because changes in the short-term interest rates of money market influence the interest rates on the long-term capital. This I have discussed in the previous slide also, that the short-term interest rates also affect the long-term loans. So the government is able to float these long-term loans, because the changes here will definitely affect the long-term loans. Changes in the money market affect the capital market, right? Seventh point, encouragement to saving and investment. A developed money market establishes an equilibrium between savings and investments, that is supply and demand for loanable funds. Savings and investment establishes the equilibrium. This money market establishes this equilibrium. Money market encourages saving and investment and helps to transfer funds from one sector, that is the surplus, to another sector, which is the deficit. So it is this short-term money market only which is, what is it allowing us? The people who want the money, they get it from the people who have it in surplus. So it helps in transferring funds from surplus to deficit, from one sector to another sector. Hence, money market plays a vital and significant role in accelerating the process of capital formation. So we come to the conclusion that money market is a very important role it plays in the capital formation. We come to the end of the article. I hope you understood the topic very well. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay blessed.